Are we going? Vapor Central, how the fuck are you tonight? Oh, yeah, energy! Welcome to the CK POTcast. Here every Monday at 9 o'clock. I am your host, Cal Post. And beside me, my co-host for this week, the hilarious, the super cunty, Dom Paré, everybody. Hi, Dom.
Yeah, me.
And then some fucking asshole from the East Coast, some vagrant I found outside.
I'm a vagrant.
See, geez, you piece of shit. Look at you. You're so coy. How are you guys doing?
I'm dandy.
Dom's already bored and texting.
He's texting.
Yeah, man.
He's tweeting right now.
This is stupid.
Well, thanks for coming on. Oh, here we go. This is the real intro music. Thank you for coming out to the best vapor lounge in the universe. Right? In the universe. I've been high many places, but this is definitely... I haven't, but...
This is the loungiest of vapors.
All right, you guys just want to start with news?
Yeah, man, give us
Let's just start with the fucking news, man.
Somebody went too fast and got too furious.
That's exactly it. Mr. Paul Walker, dead at whatever age he was. So sad, I guess.
Whatever age it was, ripe old.
What is it, right?
The ripe old age? Whatever age he was.
He was 40.
Sure right.
He's 40 years old. You know what's weird?
That's
I
right.
can't remember what they were driving. It's a Ferrari or something?
He wasn't driving.
Well, I know he's a passenger, but
Wow.
it's like some car that just buying it new costs $450,000, right? And I read this article, and they're like, this car is known for being notoriously hard to drive and has horrible handling. I'm like, $450,000 and it's shitty to drive?
And what did Paul do? He let a woman drive.
That was a woman?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, tell me
This
she's Asian.
hurts on so many levels.
That was a woman?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean...
Let the jokes ensue,
that's fine.
gentlemen.
I mean, like...
This proves two things. That women can't drive. And Paul Walker has no balls.
I like your myopic sense of fact. You're just like, oh, one person, one female got into an accident, and you're like, all women can't drive. All of them.
I work in broad strokes.
Yeah, I can
That's
tell.
how you reach the masses.
That's yeah.
And also, Paul got in the
understand.
car and let a woman drive. What does that say about his manhood?
Well, he could have been hammered.
No
right?
danglies.
He could have been hammered.
Yo, straight up though.
Let her drive then.
What were they dating? Maybe this was like a Vanilla Sky moment where he's like, yeah, sure, I'll take a lift with you. And she's like, you will never love me, smash! And she just kills
Then you got to
himself,
get a new face.
Yeah.
You don't know if any of it's real or not.
And your best friend maybe stole your girlfriend, but you don't know for sure. And it's the future now. And it was all a dream. Fuck.
Of course, I don't mean women can't drive.
Yo, they're actually right now, they were like filming the, I assume, number 10 or something in the Fast and Furious franchise, and he was in it.
Oh, yeah.
So just imagine how many rewrites they're going to have to put in there where they're like, oh, now, and at this point where you were going to throw the keys to Paul Walker, it's just another guy. It's just this other dude who's like, oh, I love cars and the fucking fast.
And at the end of that movie, they're going to put the R.I.P.
Oh, fuck
dedicated to Paul Walker.
I think they should always, like, every scene should start with him in it, and then for no reason he's just not in it. At the end of it, they're just like, hey, where'd he go? I'm like, I don't know.
Fuck it, man. Use the real footage. Someone had to get that on a camera phone.
Maybe. I don't know. Have you seen the pictures of it? It's pretty brutal.
No, I haven't.
The pictures of the actual car wreck, they wrapped around a palm tree, which tells you how strong palm trees are, because an alpine would go down right away. But it's wrapped around a palm tree, and then it immediately caught on fire. So even if they were like, oh, maybe there's a chance that... Nope, they're just burning. And then on top of that, they're like, we're going to have to actually use dental records to confirm the identity of it. Like, that's just a form, like it's a process, I guess. But it's fucked up that they were like, you know, like, smash, boom, and the people were like, boom, and it's like, that's a Ferrari. A Volvo has more safety than a $450,000 car. Who here actually wants a Ferrari?
I still want a Ferrari.
It sucks. Don't ever buy a Ferrari. They're death traps for 40-year-olds with dreamy eyes. That's my logic.
You want to hear something fucked up? You know when you're on a plane and they tell you if you're gonna crash to put your head between your legs?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna help anything? It's not. It's not gonna help a goddamn thing. You're dead. Just you're hitting the ground way too fast. You know why they get you to do that? To save your fucking teeth, so they can identify you after the crash. Boom!
Yeah, I know some pretty fat people who can't put their head between their legs.
Then they'll never. No, it's not like anyone cares who they are anyway.
Well,
but no one will know who they are.
I'm just like, they'll be like this charred turkey, like a butterball kind of thing, and they're like, oh, that was probably Fat Steve.
Yeah. Well, they'll find some teeth laying around, like with chicken wings and shit stuffed in them. They're like, it's got Dorito dust all over this tooth. That's got to be Eddie's.
Oh, and then
it's got to be Tubby Eddie's.
Doritos has to come up with like the. Like the fiery spice of like 747 infused with a Dorito. Oh, yeah, I'm high. And I'm not.
Flying's one of the most terrifying things to me. I can't. Thinking about it, it's so goddamn unnatural.
It's bizarre, man.
You have problems with flight?
I fucking hate flying.
Number one, it's not unnatural birds. Just that's nature. It just happens there.
Yeah, it happened naturally. They're not made of 2 tons of metal.
No, it's like the laws of nature that we're like, oh yeah, we can do that. Like you can't look at it and be like, oh, it's against nature. Why don't you just go?
Okay, it's not really against nature. What I mean is that
don't you
it's
get like a roller coaster feeling when you get on a plane and it takes off? Like I'm still.
No, I can't.
I feel so accepting of planes that I go on there on purpose, tired, so I can just sleep through it. That's it. The only thing I care about planes is I want a window seat so I can like lean up against the wall and just fall asleep.
I hate that feeling of taking off when your stomach dips into your asshole. I hate that fucking feeling.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
It's 2 tons of metal moving with fire. Like it's fire and metal.
I care more about if they give me free cookies and like if I ask for a pop, if they're going to give me the whole can or try to like, like, just give me half a can. Like, I hate that when a plastic cup, they're like, here's a shot glass of Coke. That's fucking weird, man.
I do like flying to Newfoundland, because if you get to know one of the Newfoundlander stewardesses, you're just like, I'm a comic. I'm just like my 8th over or whatever. And she'll always like, I'm going to get another drink. And she just brings drinks. I get fucking hammered.
Nice.
Yeah, if it's Porter. Porter will let you get fucked up on their plane. I highly recommend it. You can get really drunk there.
And they will fly through anything. They do not give a fuck about the safety of anybody.
They land on an island.
Yeah, I landed on that fucking island in a snowstorm with a fog.
Really?
And there was lightning.
I remember
it was the worst.
I took Porter when I flew over here from Halifax, and I was very Amish about the whole flight thing. So when I was a kid, I wasn't raised Amish, but that's how I felt.
What do you mean?
I was just bewildered. I wasn't raised. And I was like, when I was a kid, I went to Florida. I was probably like 8 or 9.
No, you mean like you were a Luddite.
Didn't remember that.
Like you don't understand things.
I was shocked.
Were you just pressed against the window like,
I was.
This is fucked!
It was crazy.
Holy shit!
We were coming in on the island there, and it was a very nice day, and this lady sitting next to me, who was like from Ontario, she knew that I was moving here, and as it was landing, I was just looking out the window. It was a nice moment. I was just thinking, and she just whispers behind my shoulder, she goes, "Welcome home."
Welcome home.
I was like, you bitch, this is my home. I just moved here. But it was creepy.
That's the scary thing about planes is that you're trapped in there with disgusting people.
Yeah. She ruined it for me.
Planes like used to be cachet and like kind of cool. Like you had to be rich and entitled to get on one, and now it's like just a bus. It's just a horrible bus in the air.
Yeah.
The seating is actually worse. You have less leg room on a fucking plane.
Right.
And more crap to deal with. Even after that guy got his head cut off, you can still just get right on a bus with no one checking your shit, you know?
Well, what are
That's
the chances?
never happened on a plane, and, like, we still have to be patted down, you know? I'm just saying. Also, I don't understand how you can't get planes. I don't know. Like, it's just, you can't be Amish about planes, number one, because you're using technology. That's just, boom, you're done. But, like, it's also like you being like, just looking at a car and go, how do they get all those horses in there?
No,
like
it felt like a car. It felt like a car, which I'm used to, up till it started taking off. I was like, this is a fast-moving car, and then I could see the ground moving up, and I was like,
yo,
this
if you're
is
going to be
not a
on this
car.
podcast, learn to speak the language, man. We don't say car, okay? We say car with an R.
The retarded shark.
You don't need to fucking deal with your wacky accent.
Right,
just
I'll
fucking
clean it
learn
up.
how to
I'll clean it
pronounce
up.
shit.
I'm sorry.
Roll the R.
If you were flying to England.
It's like I was in a car.
Shut up.
All right.
See you again.
I'm gonna work on it after the show.
I was in the airplane. Like, shut up, man. You can't be globally famous as a comic if you don't learn how to roll your fucking R's. That's a rule.
Okay.
That one girl laughed at that. Everyone else is just staring at this.
She finds it endearing.
Oh,
If somebody got their head cut off on a plane, especially like on a long flight, you know how fucking weird that would be? 'Cause at least on a bus, cops come immediately, head taken care of.
Sure.
On a plane, there's gonna be a conversation like, so where should we put the head? Should you put it beside all the, like in the mini bar, beside all the little booze bottles?
The stowaway.
Like, where do you put it?
You know how they now have like the cockpit doors, like they're reinforced, so you can't get in there to like get to the pilot and make the plane do anything?
This is good, yes.
But like you could actually conceivably have a guy who's cutting people's heads off on the plane. Like say it's a night, like it's a red eye, and he's got 3 heads in a bag before anyone even notices. The pilot's like just like, well, there's some guy cutting heads off from the back. I don't know what we're landing with. Like the guy could be back there cutting off every single fucking head, murdering everyone, and the pilots are like, we're cool, and they can just land.
I'm not going back there. You going back there? Fuck no, man. Let's just fly the plane.
I wouldn't open the door.
Let's land this shit in Alberta and get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
They still got to get out of their cockpit, though, to get out the door.
That's why you need Wi-Fi on the plane, though, so you can vine a dude cutting people's heads off.
Cut right back.
Look at this wacky vine. Somebody wouldn't give him another beer.
That's so fucked up.
What else is in the news?
Oh, well, I like this just because it's always special when Will Ferrell does something nice for Canada. So he came to Winnipeg. Motherfucker went to Winnipeg to do commentary on curling.
Our national sport.
Which is so fucking awesome. I brought the clip. They just did a cut. He did a press conference. How fucking cool is this guy, though?
I think it's cool.
Nice move.
This is how he's going to do promo.
It was negative 30 in Edmonton the other day, so it's...
Will you please welcome the one and only Anchorman, Ron Burgundy.
Hello, Manitoba! Winnipeg, Manitoba! I'm really enjoying Winnipeg. The Paris of Canada, as it's known, and the people are wonderful. The limo ride from the hotel to the arena was first class all the way. They had roast pig for me, an entire roasted pig in there in the limo, suckling, and so that was wonderful. Yes.
Ron, what does hurry hard mean to you?
Hurry hard. Well, I know it's of course one of the classic terms in the sport of curling, which is the game of kings. To me, I use it when someone's in my way. I usually when I'm stuck in traffic, I'll just yell hurry hard with the car in front of me.
Would right off it apply as well then?
Right off it? Absolutely. Yes. Well, sometimes if someone is, if I'm on a crowded flight somewhere and someone's messing with their overhead bags, I'll say right off it. So I use those terms probably 10 times a day in my personal life.
What can you bring to the curling game?
Well, I think I can bring finally I think a certain amount of dignity and class. I know I smell good. And finally someone to, give Vic Rowder some competition in the booth and straighten him out for once.
Have you jerseyed Vic Rowder yet?
I understand that TSN offered you the Grey Cup football, hockey, or curling, and can you explain why you took curling?
Well, and don't forget the knife throwing championship in Saskatchewan they offered to me as well. I took curling because curling is where my heart is. I've always loved curling ever since I was a little kid growing up in Iowa, in Hagglesworth, Iowa. And we used to do a curling segment on the news in San Diego. No one watched it. In fact, viewership plummeted 33% during those times. But I stuck with it. I told our producers we got to stick with curling. It's the future. Quiet back there! What are those people yelling about? Oh, they're the people in the arena. Okay, sorry.
What does the word Winnipeg mean?
Well, it's of course Latin in its roots, and it means the small tundra bunny who lives inside the hole on the hill.
That's what I thought.
Did you see any hills
Thank you.
here?
Thank you very much.
Not the funniest clip we've ever played, but he did have to. He did have to.
To be honest with you, it feels like Will Ferrell's fucking up right now.
Nah, he had to be clean for fucking CTV and CBC. Like
I
he had
kind
to
of agree
be.
with
He had to
Dom,
be.
man. I don't know if number 2 is going to be as good as
That
the
looks
first
like
one.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
stretch. Like him, just like when they go heavy promo like this, they're usually like, "This movie sucks." Like,
Nah, I played it because out of a pure sign of respect. I think it's gonna be the first one was one of my favorite fucking movies, man. Super funny.
It's great. The first
The
one's a
trailers
classic.
all look great, so I'm happy for this film. And also to come up here and do that kind of promo is amazing.
He's a gentleman.
He is. He's a goddamn
it's all
gentleman.
right. I'm all right with it. One of my friend's parents' mom, her mom, she was annoyed because he interrupted the coverage of curling. Like, she loves curling, and she's like, "Who's this wisecracker? I don't understand." I'm like, yeah, he wasn't funny in that moment. I've seen him in this a couple times now, where they keep putting him on like TV as this announcer character, and he fucking blows every time. I think he's funny, but he blows in this character. Like, it really sucks just off the cuff. It sucks ass.
Well, he can't be as dirty or do all the things that they do in the movie.
Yeah, fair, but he's not that dirty in the movie to begin with.
He walks around in one scene with an erection.
It's a bad
for
choice.
the whole scene.
I think he should have covered Paul Walker's death.
He did do a bit of coverage on.
Whoa, that is a roast suckling pig in that. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, so in the weed news, something I'm often criticized is I don't talk enough about the weed.
Yeah, let's talk about weed.
So we're going to talk about some weed. This just I got 2 stories. The cop who got busted, the Mountie.
Yeah, he's great.
I love that guy. But before that, I want to do when weed's finally legal, and we'll get there.
Doesn't he have like a legal prescription to it?
Yep.
Did you hear his interview on CBC?
No.
Oh, buddy, you got to listen to CBC because it's boring. But that dude, they called him at home because the RCMP came and took his uniforms, and they talked to him about it. And he was fucking crying on the phone. He's like, "They took all my uniforms, and I really liked them." And he was fucking crying about how they took his red jacket. And he'd forgotten something at his girlfriend's house, like some hat or something, and he had to go and get it and return
Well,
it.
it's
He's like,
fucking
"I've
awful.
got to bring it in."
The guy suffers from post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Sure.
So he's already fucked up. So he turned, after all the antidepressants and all that other shit that fucked him up, he turned to weed, and it calmed him down. He could do his job on it.
Yeah.
And then the first thing they do when they find out is take everything he can do away.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not going to fucking bring back all that shit that was fucking him up in the first place.
Well, you know what his job was, eh? He was a crime scene investigator, so he basically was the guy who would analyze all the photos. So he was staring at, like, guys
Babies
with heads
and-
cut off on buses day in, day out,
Babies in microwaves. You know how often that happens? That shit's fucked.
What the fuck are you talking about? You
gotta
can't just
get
drop
high.
babies in microwaves and say that's a thing that happens. That
It
doesn't
happens.
happen.
It does happen, man.
Who's putting fucking babies in microwaves?
Psycho moms. They have a kid and they're not ready for anything, and their brain just goes, "What the fuck?" And they stuff it either in a trash can or in a fucking microwave.
I
turn
can
that
buy a
shit
trash
on
can.
to popcorn.
Trash can, dumpster, I'm in. But fucking microwaves? Babies don't really fit in microwaves. They're going to get stuck when it turns.
That's what makes
You
it
could get a
twisted, because
baby
the
in a
really
microwave.
young ones do.
Yeah.
So, like, what? Like, how often are we talking?
I bet you it happens. I don't know. I don't know the actual stats on it. I know it's happened more than once.
I'm going to say once. I say maybe it happened once.
Nah, the amount of people on the planet mixed with how
Somebody
many microwaves
Google
there
baby in a microwave.
I doubt
and
it's even
see.
happened at all.
It's
Yeah,
happened.
you doubt it? I don't know.
Google it.
I don't think so. I could see like a deep fried baby over like a microwaved baby.
You can see a deep fried.
Yeah, like one of those, when they deep fry a turkey on the holidays. That's a lot of stress.
Like, I
I
just
could see
cuts a
that
metal
happening.
garbage can in half.
I
fills
can
it with
see a
oil.
baby on a spit being roasted over an open fire, not a microwave, man. You know how annoying microwaves are to clean? You know what I mean? That baby's gonna blow up and just fuck. Like, you can't put a pizza pocket in there after that. Oh, that's why I would never buy a microwave
might have-
secondhand. That
I
could have been
might-
what killed a baby.
I might have this confused with cats.
Oh, cats, yeah. You can microwave a cat. Or a dog. Puppies.
I think there's been a lot of cats in microwaves.
This is an odd tangent.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you jumped in just to say this is an odd tangent. You're like a...
So anyway, this cop who got busted, that sucks.
I like to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on.
By the way,
now.
this guy, Corporal Ron Francis, he'll be on the show tomorrow.
Oh, he's going to be on the Marijuana Zone tomorrow night, everybody. Come check it out. Listen to his side of the story.
Yeah, this guy's great because he's in the uniform just puffing on a J doing his work. That's awesome.
It is fucking awesome.
My favorite part is they interviewed him and they're like, yeah, so like what if you caught someone smoking weed without a license? Would you arrest them? And he was like, well, that would be in the description of my job. And they're like literally after you smoking a joint, you would arrest a guy for smoking a joint? And he'd be like, well, yeah. And they're like, what's the likelihood of you reeking of weed and arresting a guy based on suspicion by the smell of weed? And he's like, look, and they're like, yeah, you really can't do this job anymore, man. Like, it's so hypocritical. He should just be an accountant. You don't get post-traumatic stress disorder in accounting. Just switch it up, man.
No, but he's seen shit. Those memories don't go away because you change jobs.
Whatever,
You can
man.
be an accountant sitting there going, oh, fuck, and have a twitch the whole time looking at numbers.
You know. Here's the thing, though. Okay, in this case, this guy got post-traumatic stress disorder by looking at horrible, terrible images over years and being exposed to brutal crime scenes. But you remember those two lesbian girls that got heckled by a comic out in B.C.?
Mm-hmm.
They went to the B.C. Rights Tribunal claiming they had post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh, I know.
After a guy being like, hey, you guys are bitches. And they're like, oh, I'm fucked for life.
They called them
broken
dykes.
somehow. I'm like, but this guy, it's dead body, dead body, dead body, baby in a microwave, cat in a microwave, baby inside a cat, inside a microwave. And they see that over and over again. But they're like, someone called me a bitch. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that ladies' post-traumatic stress disorder is like, it's too cold, and then they freak out or something. I don't think it's the same level.
It's just people abusing the system, getting what they can get. That's all that fucking is.
I think
It's that easy.
I think men have like post-traumatic stress disorder is like fucking up your psyche, and like for women it's like someone hurt my feelings. I think that's what's happening. I think we're changing as people. You can't look at your phone during this.
No, I have to. It's my mom.
Your mom's texting you?
Yeah.
Is she texting you a topic idea?
No, she just wanted to tell me she loves me.
I love you, son. Cat's in the microwave when you get home. Just reheat it. It was in the oven earlier. You know, about an hour per pound.
There's a buddy of
Yo, are you going to say anything?
Oh, I've been chiming in.
You reminded me of a joke. Do you know Peter Sawyer?
No.
He's a great man. He's a guy who used to do comedy a long time ago. Now he plays banjo in the fucking subway. And he's got another job, too. I think he's a bartender at a swanky place.
Yeah.
But he's all arts. But he had a great joke. He's like, you know that neighbor that always comes over to borrow sugar or salt? You want to get rid of that shitty neighbor? Head on a pike. Just
What?
put a decapitated
Oh, God.
head on a pike. You'll have no problems with your neighbors.
I like that.
I
that
love that
image of
fucking
a
joke.
head on a pike warning you to go away. You know, in the winter when you walk by like a fire hydrant or a fence and someone's put a glove up on top of it, like maybe someone will walk by and find their glove. I always like to imagine that as a sign to like, we don't like gloves in this town. It's just, get out of here, gloves. I did a stand-up show in Ottawa once, and there was a dude who was crazy, and he's like an alcoholic, and he had one arm, like only it cut off at here, and he would put a coffee cup on his arm and use it as a slider to play guitar on the street to get like money. But he came into an open mic once, and he was like, what's happening here? And we said, oh, we're doing jokes. And he's like, does it pay? And then we were like, yeah, you get a beer. And then he's like, can I do it? And we were like, awesome, yeah, let's just put this crazy guy on stage and see what happens, you know? And then he went on and fucking killed for 6 minutes straight with just this amazing, highly observational material about people on the street and people who like work in the office and stuff like that. And then he walked off, and we were like, holy fuck, that's amazing. Have you ever done this before? And he immediately replied with, which beer can I get? And like, that's it. He never came back either. We're like, you're really good at these. He's like, so a beer and I'm out. Peace.
Fuck, that's awesome. I was at Eaton House last week doing a show, hosting the show at the Eaton House, and we had one of the best hecklers I've seen in a long fucking time.
Like an effective heckler? Yeah.
Yeah, she must have been like in her mid-50s and smashed not all her teeth. Just the perfect kind of bitch.
That's weird.
Yeah,
at Yucks Hamilton, we had a heckler. It was a lady missing all of her teeth.
They're just so particular kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So she's heckling all the comics with
Was she doing it
Insensical
well, though,
shit.
or
No,
just crazy?
just crazy.
Just crazy.
And a lot of shit like, for the next joke, you should try being funny. Like, just shit like that. Just being a bitch. So I go up to her, I go, don't talk to my fucking comics. You can talk to me when I host, but don't talk. And she's like, what? No, I'm supposed to heckle. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. She's like, well, you're fucking retarded then. You don't know what you're doing. I'm supposed to heckle. So I told her to get out. Then the bartender kicks her out. And outside is Ted Morris. Funny comedian Ted Morris.
Yeah.
Who happens to be gay, which is important to the story. So as soon as she gets out there, Ted's like, you cunt. Like, just
I
right
love when he
away.
calls
It's like,
women
you're
a
a
cunt.
stupid cunt. And then she starts flipping out. She's like, you're a fucking fag. You're a fag. And he's like, I'm proud to be a fag. Are you proud to be a cunt?
Nice.
Bam, number one. And then she responds with, for 2 cents, I'll have you fucking knocked out. And he's like, they don't even make pennies anymore.
Oh, my God.
Boom! Oh, and she walked away with that.
Can't believe you let her leave.
Oh, so funny.
Do they ever do that room? It was like another pot room, but they had a heckler there called Rudiger. You ever hear that, dude?
No.
This guy would heckle the show, but they had like a bar there, and he would turn his back to the actual stage. Like, he'd turn his back to it, and he'd look in the mirror, and he could see you, but you couldn't see him, and he'd heckle you without even looking at you. And he would do things like he'd know exactly where the tension point in the joke was be. So just as you're about to be like, and that's when and he'd be like, tell us a joke! And he'd just fucking eviscerate. I remember Rob Mayhew had a mental breakdown on stage because this guy was so fucking good at heckling. I think like heckling's an art form that just most people just don't get good at. But if you're a good heckler, I think you should be able to drop credits at the end of the show. I think you'd be like, hey, guys, follow me. I'll be at Yucks on Richmond Street on Thursdays and Fridays at 8 p.m.
What does it take, though, in a person to, like, have that impulse to just say it? Because I have stuff in my head a lot of the times to say, like tonight, but I just don't say it.
It depends.
But
Like,
no,
I find the worst.
As a heckler, what is it? Is there, like, something missing in their brain? Like, do they yell shit on the bus, too? Be like, get off the fucking bus when
You
some guys
just don't give a fuck. That's all that is.
You
Like,
just
the
don't
worst
care.
hecklers are old men, I find. Because
No.
they don't give a fuck.
Right.
And why
No.
should they? They're almost dead. Like, I'm here, I paid, fuck you, I'm going to have the best time.
And old ladies, too. Like, you mentioned the old ladies that fucked up, too.
I
It's
fucking
weird.
straight
It's
up
true.
on no way. I gotta tell you guys. I think the worst heckler is like a drunk, good-looking, pretty girl on her birthday, 21 to 25, entitled as fuck.
Yeah.
And just wants to make it all about her, and her friends are all playing a game called Friendship Renewal, so they all have to back her up in that moment. So they won't even admit their friend's a fucking cunt.
Yeah,
and they'll
yeah.
all stand up for her, and you just got to dance around this person who's just like, yeah, like Wonderland. And you got to be like, what are you talking about?
It's her
Don't be
stag, so
mean.
she has a crown of dicks
And
on her
you're
head.
not allowed to just rip them apart because everyone will be like, look at that horrible man just yelling at a pretty girl. We need pretty girls in this world.
First thing you do, what I always do with that when you have like one of those girls is I just turn the audience on her first.
That's a hard
I
process.
go. Everybody, look at what's going on. Can we boo? Can we just boo this person? And then once you get them booing, you're pretty golden.
As long as they're on your side already. If
Yeah.
you're struggling and you get one of those hecklers, you're just slowly digging a hole. It just gets worse and worse.
You just feel like, I wish I could
Have
fuck
you ever
you
got
because it'd be
close
so
to, like,
bad.
fighting someone after a show because of heckling? Or
I have not. I have stopped. This weekend in Hamilton, I stopped a guy from knocking out a heckler. Because Hamilton's awesome, by the way, for just dumb fucking idiots. They're everywhere. But this guy was drunk enough to be like, he wanted to challenge someone to a fight in the audience. He was like, I'll fight anyone here, bud. And then what happened was 10 guys wanted to take him on, but then they started fighting each other over who got to take on this guy's fight. So it was this weird cascade of people challenging each other over and over again. And then I just walked over and I was like, guys, you'll ruin my night if you fight. And they're like, okay, we'll do it later. They fought in front of a McDonald's later, standing in line punching tickets and shit. It was fucking ridiculous.
Guys are fucking awesome.
sometimes you just gotta fight.
What else is in the news? Because I don't.
No, we're going
I don't
past
like
the news
when he
right now.
talks.
We're going past the news, man. I found this. Somebody put this up on Facebook, and I was like, Facebook has just become top 10 list. That's all Facebook. Here's the 25 cutest who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
But this actually cracked me up. These are funny autocorrects, so people text messaging.
Oh God.
And the
this
phone
shit again.
corrects your spelling. And these actually made me laugh. So if we put them on the TV, I'll read them as they come up. Chris, if you will,
hold
please.
on. Is your whole thing that you're going to show blocks of text to people that are
Yeah,
high?
man, but you got to see. I'm going to read them.
This is going to go horribly.
It's going to go great. Fuck you, Dom. You asshole.
This is going to go really badly.
No, it's going to go great, man. Fuck, if you pay it, they're funny shit. I like this.
I've read all of these. I'm just saying this is going to be bad.
All right, so this one, girl says, love you, babe, good night. The other one says, my love for you is strong. I would buy you a casket if I could. She meant to say castle. Boom, boom, boom. That one's not one of the funnier ones.
Yep.
Go down, go down. Which one's this?
So far, you've proven me wrong, Cal.
All right. So this one's about drinking. This one, yay, one more beer, then we're lesbian. Autocorrect fucked up. And then the other person goes, hey, are you almost ready? Yeah, I need a few more minutes. I'm in the tub shaving my lesbians. That's really funny. All right, let's go. Where's one of the dirty ones?
Man, this is the best.
Would you fuckweeds? We can skip this one. God damn it. No,
I'm just saying, like, if you wrote down what you were doing and read it, it would make no sense.
Somebody writes, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dead husband. That's a death threat. That's a funny mistake. Thanks, I assume you meant dear. Autocorrect. What's this one?
Dear Diary, today
I
decided to read bad texts to a pot crowd.
What's going on? Not much, just drinking this pube juice my mom bought for me today. Yummy, right?
Oh, I
he
bet
wrote
he
pube
meant
juice.
Prune. He probably meant prune.
He meant prune juice.
Man, these funny texts, they're literally one step below puns.
You know what? I'm
Fuck
sick of your fucking negative attitude.
Fuck puns and fuck autocorrect shit.
No, fuck you.
Though, you know what I did in someone's phone?
What'd you do?
I took the word, because you know how you can take a word and make it change to another word, like automatically? Mm-hmm. You take the word autocorrect and you change it to the phrase, I meant everything I said. So if they reply with, like, autocorrect, they're like, I meant everything.
I hate you.
Well, this was great.
No, there's more. Fuck you. We're playing more. I'm
yes.
reading every single one
I
of these
was
goddamn
hoping
things.
there was more because of the adulation you were getting from
This
the
one
crowd.
made me laugh. So this is after a few dates, I guess, and the girl goes, oh, I miss you too, and then he writes, don't think I'm weird, but I'm sleeping with that shit you left in the bathroom. That's fucking... She's like, what? It's like, yeah, it smells like you, and it makes me feel better when you're not here. That's hilarious. And then she doesn't know him that well. I was like, well, if you're trying to be cute or funny, it's not working. And then he's like, oh, my God, shirt. I meant to say shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with that shit you left in the bathroom? Fuck.
Isn't it weird even
That's
to,
gold.
That's
to
weird.
sniff a shirt? Like, even
those
the shirt's
texts, they are the Larry David of texts.
Throw this fucking
just
coffee at
random awkwardness that could be easily explained at any single moment, but we're going to drag this shit the fuck out, aren't
booking
we?
you was the worst mistake tonight. I wanted to have fun. No, that one's not good. But Donk, not supposed to be McDonald's. That one sucks.
This is like Meet the Fockers, but in texts, you know? Oh, what? There's
Hey,
a misunderstanding.
this
This goes on for an hour and a half.
This is like a daughter to her mom. Hey, hope I didn't wake you guys up before. You didn't. We're laying in bed. Dad's playing with my anus. Bam! My Asus, my laptop. That's really
Oops.
funny.
That's a fuck up.
My anus? That's great. All right, scroll up. Here we go. This one's my favorite. I heard Mom got stung by a few bees this morning. Is she okay? Hospital? Dad responds, she's okay now. No hospital. She had to take the deep penis. And she goes, what? He's like, I had to inject her with an epic penis.
Yeah, he means EpiPen.
Oh, for Christ's sake, EpiPen. I gotta read it again. Go back down. That shit's so funny. She had to take the deep penis. What?
I would appreciate it if, honestly, if getting stung by bees could be fixed with an epic fucking.
I had to give her the epic penis. That's how I'm fucking all the time now.
I would love, that'd be great. A bee stung me. I need to be epically fucked.
Before every time I have sex, I'm only saying, are you ready for the epic penis?
Whoa,
that's how I'm doing it now.
This dude just like saddled up.
That's Matt Oliver.
Oh, hey, man.
How you doing, buddy?
We normally have a mic up there, but one of our mics is down, so that you guys got 3, and there's the 4th is...
You want to say something, Maddie?
Hey.
I just want to say up until that point, I agreed with this guy.
Yeah.
But that last one, that was funny
That
as
was
fuck, man.
fucking gold.
All those other shitty ones were worth it to get to that really good one.
That's
there's some more. There's actually there's other ones.
but your time's up. That's what people say
My
about.
time's
But I
up.
like this guy. I like
Scroll
you.
it. Scroll it.
No, that's what
I
My
love
time's
you
up.
as an idea.
I'm just saying that's what they say about your set. You're like, that last joke was great. It made up for the 15 minutes of boring, and then you get the light.
No, it's like my set. They leave all the dirty ones to the end. Yeah, man, grab the mic.
Yeah, I love that this is
Wait,
just.
okay, hold on. Shut up,
You
Dom.
can walk up and talk. That's awesome.
Is it on?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
on.
All right.
Okay, what's up?
Yo, why are you showing us something that we can read online?
Because it made me laugh, and it's my show. Fuck off.
Haven't you seen Tosh.0? He does the same thing, but he doesn't read. I'll give him that much.
But it's tacky.
It's tacky.
Hey, that's a
All
vote
right.
for tacky.
Not funny.
This
We
guy's
like
in my
it.
fucking corner, bud.
Everyone has internet on their phone.
Yeah, what up?
On the fucking
Fist pounds.
bus.
Fist pounds.
Oh, okay. So we just did 40 minutes of topical
What, you ain't
news.
pounding? I'm on your side. I think it's boring.
You just think it's boring.
Wait.
Is that it? This isn't the exact show you wanted?
I don't care about your opinion.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Is this
here
the
we go.
first heckler we dealt with? Because you seem very angry.
Give him his
and I
250
agree
back
with you.
and get
I'm
out.
not angry.
Are we in violent agreement? Because that doesn't make sense.
I'm not angry.
So you just don't like the show?
No, I'm neutral to it. I'm just
You-
telling you what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're not really disagreeing. We're talking with you about it, and you seem really angry about that conversation.
You came up, said, "Why are you showing this?" And then you said, "I don't care about your opinion."
No.
So you're not actually asking a question.
I'm telling you my opinion because you're supposed to listen to my opinion, no?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
but
we
a
could.
conversation. And I'm telling you, it's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want on it. And that shit made me laugh. And people laughed at what I said reading the text. It's just something I want to share and make people's lives better.
Why are mommy and daddy fighting? That got weird. Did anyone else think that got weird?
Yeah, it got real fucking weird.
It got weird for me.
That felt like not a pot room vibe. Like that felt more like a crack cocaine vibe, you know? It just did. Like, cause you guys, like, he's a normal guy, but like, it was weird because his eyes said, "Yeah, I'll stab you if you don't agree." So I agreed, and then he was like, "I don't give a fuck about your opinion." I'm like, "But we both agree. Where are we right now?" I don't get what happened, but this
It was
is
funny
great.
that he jumped at you because you guys both hate this.
I both was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I agree. This sucks. Let's fist bump. And he was like, fuck your fist. And I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. I thought that was just the international symbol of like, hey, let's have fun, you know. If anybody else wants to come up and just drop opinions randomly, then go right ahead. But be less aggressive, maybe. It's okay to be like not agreeing because you're not really supposed to. Buddy.
I wasn't aggressive.
Buddy, remember when I asked the audience if they thought that was weird? You were at least weird. That was weird.
Oh, man. I'm reading one more.
Good times.
I am going to read one more.
Yeah.
It's my obligation
I gotta be honest,
and
Cal.
duty. It's my duty now to play one more
Cal,
of these
you
fucking
have
things.
found some
Nah,
content
miss
that
the-
draws in the eyes.
Miss this one. No, what's this one? No, fuck that one. What's this? Sorry, I can't.
This one's gonna win this
No,
guy
no,
over.
fuck that one's like there's a poop party or something. This one's great. This is the other one. This is a. Can you go up a bit? I got to see if. All right, so this is a son talking to his dad. He goes, Dad goes, "You there, son?" "Yeah, what up, Daddy?" "I'm eating your mother out tonight at 7, so you have to find your own dinner." Oh, that's great. I'm not sure to respond to that. I'm not eating her out. I'm eating her out.
Even though that was weird and awkward, I still agree with that dude. Why the fuck are you showing me something I could see on my phone?
Yeah, we show YouTube videos too. Everyone can see. You can see anything on your fucking phone.
That's fair.
You can watch a movie that's better than this on your phone if you fucking want. I don't give a shit what you do on your goddamn phone.
By the way, you can watch this show on your phone right now live.
You can watch the show. You can
What
watch the
the
fucking
fuck?
show.
Why are
So,
we doing
like,
this show
why
if
are
you
we
can
even-
see it on your phone?
I know. What the fuck?
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Fuck this show.
If you can see this on your phone, you shouldn't be here doing this show.
I know.
That is meta as fuck.
I'm too
I
high
like
for this
this.
shit.
This is great.
This is the most fucked up. Now, because now
Can we
I'm
go to
actually,
the
I'm just
chat room?
angry
I
in
wanna
my
see
brain.
what people in the
I'm
chat
so
room
angry
think about
in my
this.
brain right now.
Can we go to the chat room? Come on, the chat room's got to be weighing in, being like, yeah, fuck you, Cal. I
Oh,
hate
there
texts.
we go. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about
Harvest
growing
begin. What do we
wheat.
got for production purposes for the first 12?
I guess they were chatting about growing a second ago.
Typical pothead audience. You're like, yeah, there may be a fight. Yo, you know how to really grow a plant, though, bro? Yo, like you can do it in your closet. I got this technique. Well, this is great.
I don't know.
We got any more news stories?
Oh, we got a bunch of shit here. I was gonna play a video next, but fuck, I can't.
Yo, do you have that video of the girl biting that guy's face?
No, I got a guy who fucks with cops.
Oh, yeah, Remy
from
Gillard?
France.
That's awesome. Do it up.
Yeah, that shit is awesome.
That is great.
Hey, Erin, how are you? Erin Goodwin,
Good.
everybody.
Hey there.
I wanted to share that I saw on a magazine cover tabloid that apparently Khloe Kardashian is OJ's daughter.
Is whose? OJ's daughter?
OJ Simpson's daughter. That's
Oh.
news.
Is OJ dead?
I think he's still in jail. And also, I could number one, I could believe it because she's the ugly Kardashian to begin with. I don't know how she grows up in that family every day looking at gorgeous beauty and just being like, I look like luggage. Like,
I disagree.
You're saying
They
the good
all
looks
look
came
like
from
they're
Bruce
all a
Jenner.
fucking mess.
Bruce Jenner is where the good looks came from.
I guess, but Bruce Jenner looks more like his wife than anything else.
Yeah, man, that's.
I don't know.
He's not pumping no good genes.
I still don't know why people. I mean, this is a dumb rant or whatever, but fuck the Kardashians. I don't know why the fuck anyone cares. Is there anyone here who's like, I need to know? It'll change my life.
There's enough. There's a fucking enough people like
I don't
that.
think we should be talking about the Kardashians if you can see them on your phone.
That's true.
Just want to sit here and stare at each other, guys? Something you can't get on your phone? Just utter silence.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, they're loving you on the chat room, buddy.
Oh, are they?
Just you going off.
They're like, this guy's
funny.
This
guy's
guy's
hilarious.
like a pot plant. And yay! Hey, that's Paper Central saying that, though.
That's Chris in the back.
That's fucking bullshit promo. That's bullshit promo. I'm calling out my own bullshit promo.
That was after someone.
You are getting busted out for your wrinkly ass shirt.
Is that him or me?
Sorry, it's flannel and it made me warm.
I've got.
It's also laundry day.
I'm not looking good today, guys. I got a bad haircut the other day.
You always look like you have the flu, though.
Yeah, I'm not a good-looking dude.
Look at him. Look at his face.
I'm a solid
That
5.
was that was the saddest honesty I've ever heard out of you. Just like a puppy dog. Like
I'm
not cute.
I'm working on getting hold on that.
Good. That's a low.
All right. Okay,
Some guy
well,
just heckled that.
I'm gonna play a fucking video because this also
play
I
that
enjoyed.
video. That's a dope.
The guy
video.
fucking with cops is kind of funny.
Yeah, the guy fucking with cops. This guy's my hero.
It's beautiful.
We talked about the knockout
He's a
game
classic.
last week, and if you're playing the knockout game, you're a fucking moron. You're a piece of shit. You're an idiot. If you want to fuck with people, do what this guy's doing. This guy has balls, and it's funny as shit.
Yeah.
He's been arrested like 3 or 4 times, legitimately and charged and everything.
Of course.
He should be.
Of course.
And it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he does it for France. That's
All
the
right.
best part.
Enough titillation. Let's play this fucking tape.
Here we go. This guy is the man. Remy Gillard.
Yeah, the fact that he's French is that's surprising. I thought he was
No,
Russian.
no, of course he's French.
Well, it's not of
The
course.
French have no respect for their government. It's fantastic. And they actually do shit when it matters.
Like during World War II.
Except for that. Touche, asshole. Touche. Giving a parking ticket to a cop. How funny is that? I've always dreamed of doing that. Look at him. So this is where it all started.
Vous êtes sur un stationnement interdit, monsieur.
Go, 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 go!
This is the part that made me think Russian dude, because the parkour thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Then again, parkour is French.
This is one of my favorites.
Just as Super Mario giving them a finger.
Yeah, in a go-kart. God, he gets so creative, too. He always gets busted in the costumes because he can't run away.
Putain, regarde-moi ces enfoirés, franchement, on peut plus se garer nulle part. Bon, ne l'oubliez pas, c'est en faisant n'importe quoi qu'on devient n'importe qui. Je le fais pour moi, je le fais pour la France. Attention, c'est parti.
Took his ticket back. I love that he's in good enough shape to get away sometimes.
Bonjour, aujourd'hui on est à Barcelone. C'est le relais 4 x 100 mètres. Attention, c'est parti.
I love the cops' delay on that, too. It took him like a half a second. What the? He's playing a speed camera.
He's dressed up as a speed camera.
That's so fucking good. Fucking great. So bad. Fuck the balls!
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. And this is the teaser for his next video.
Bonsoir, aujourd'hui c'est l'Euro des hauts flics. Je le fais pour vous, je le fais pour la France. Attention, c'est parti.
He knew he was gonna jump on that guy's back.
Oh, God. That's funny as shit. Also, something you can watch on your phone, though. Just saying.
You don't get the great commentary, though.
Yeah, true. I love it. It's beautiful. And honestly, I've never really met a cop that wouldn't take themselves so seriously in that moment. They probably lost their shit on him. He's like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
man.
taping you. I'm just taping you, and I'm dressed as a bee. How can you fucking take me seriously? I never got out of high school without D's. You know, like,
I was gonna play in the NHL.
what else?
You know the thing about that is too is he's gonna die of a taser-related injury, I'm sure, at some point.
No, it's France, dude. They don't use them.
What are they? Guns.
No, they
do they have,
rarely
just
even
sticks?
use those. They're like batons mostly. They beat the shit out of you. Basically.
I understand why they'd have to though, because they can't. If one person starts doing shit like that and they get away with it, the cops are like, "Oh, that was funny," then so many more people are gonna start
Imagine
fucking
if that
with the
had
cops.
happened here, like ever. Like if that guy did that here ever, doing a prank on a cop, everyone would be like, "Yeah, of course you got shot." You know, like that's.
Yeah.
Like that'd be serious. Cops would pull out and shoot a guy in a bee suit for sure. I'm surprised Toronto Batman hasn't been shot a couple times. No, I mean it.
He's never fucked with cops.
That's just a preemptive,
He just
I'm
sits.
sure.
He just stands behind things and then pops out and quotes the movie. It's actually quite
You know,
awful.
The taser's a funny thing, because I think it's like once you have a taser, you're lazy. Like you don't want to use any physical restraint except for the taser. Like you can just go for it, just tase them. It's easy. But a lot of people get heart attacks and shit from that.
Unless you're
It's
the
bad
kid on the
times, you know?
on the streetcar who they tase after they shoot
Yeah,
9
you gotta,
times.
You gotta tase them first.
Yeah.
But
What kind of fucking gober pile asshole?
Yeah.
I hear your heart's pretty weak there. Let's like take it out. You know.
But why not just use your hands and take, like, if you got 8 cops there, just grab the crazy guy. Not the kid on the streetcar, but any situation like that. Like
He's got a butter knife.
Why
Oh,
not
they're
just
just
grab
lazy.
them?
I think they're just lazy. Once you give
Yeah,
them an
that's it,
option to
man.
not actually have to wrestle a
Yeah.
man, they're like, yeah, I'll just fry
Right.
this guy up.
It's a wrestle gun.
But I mean, what do you expect? We live in a world where babies are microwaved every hour
Right.
on the hour.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's an awful tragedy.
You ever? Oh man, you ever? Man,
It's almost as
straight up
prevalent.
tase a baby. Just do it. Bzzz. Come on. You think it'd live?
Of course not. No, their hearts are like that big.
If it lived, do you think it'd have powers? Would it be like that guy Powder in that movie Powder?
That movie. Oh, that movie.
Remember how he was afraid of lightning because it'd kill him? You know, you might be able to make that.
No, he
baby.
had the power. What did he have? He had magneto powers, right?
He could.
He could spin the
his
thing
main
around?
power was he could touch a deer that was dying and make the hunter feel as if he was the deer in the moment of death. And the guy was like, "Oh, I shouldn't kill deer anymore." That was his main power.
Deers don't have a feeling.
Also, guys would beat him up all the time, and he'd just sit there going, "Oh, this sucks." That was his power. That's a shitty power. He wore a lot of hats and stayed in the basement. That was mostly what he did in that movie. Yeah, probably. Also,
is this the same
he was
fucking
a fictitious
guy?
character.
Is it the same guy? Please give him his $250 back. Please, just throw it in his fucking face. Jesus. What was that? Oh, don't take that route. You're making the show funny. You're making it fucking... No, they're laughing at us, particularly Dom.
Can we all just talk about how great this is that before he started interacting, we were talking about which type of hecklers we hate and like classifying them, and then this guy walked up and he was like, I'm the best heckler! I am the best kind of heckler! And I gotta be honest, so far you're killing it right now. Because you are doing what hecklers need to do, which is like give us something to get mad at and keep talking at, but you're not actually getting physically violent. As soon as you stand up, then this shit gets uncomfortable, and you got a bunch of potheads who are like, I just want to go home and sleep next to my mom because I feel uncomfortable, you know. But like you're doing a good job so far. But my general advice, because like look, this is the biggest key for heckling. If you're going to heckle, that means interrupting, but you got to interrupt with something as funny, if not more funny, than what's being said. That's a key, and you got to do it in the right moment of tension, like right now, or even then, or in that moment. You know what I mean? And I'm giving it to you, but you're not. You got to become a better heckler. You need to improve yourself on the inside. Just think about your game. Go home, find a mirror, heckle yourself, get used to it. You know. Oh, you cut the heckling off? All right.
Erin the bouncer, everybody. You know what's great? Any establishment I've ever seen that has a female bouncer is way fucking better than any sort of... If you get like a meathead fucking bruiser to be a bouncer, that's because you're just escalating. But you get like a cute girl as a bouncer, and they come between two guys who are finally like, settle down, guys. And their fucking focus goes right to them immediately, and they forget everything that they were like, why they wanted to kill this guy. It all fucking melts away as soon as a good-looking girl comes. That's the best. That's what all bars should do.
So what you're saying is you have to have a good look, because if it was an ugly chick, they'd be like, fuck that, and keep fighting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or they'd be like, who's this guy? Is he trying to get in on this fight?
Guy might get confused and punch the wrong person.
This is awesome.
I hate that thing with heckling, though, where it's like, I'm making the show better. That drives me fucking mental.
Sometimes
like we would have just sat here in silence if you didn't interrupt the show. And for me, to me, it's just, you're giving more work. I got a plan. I got shit I want to get through.
Yeah.
Especially in stand-up when someone's like, oh, I helped the show. It's like, no, you made my job harder because I had to do off-the-cuff stuff that I wasn't prepped for. That's like you at work, like you're at the end of your job, and someone's like, oh, here's a stack of papers, and you being happy that it's happening. Have you ever been happy at work getting more fucking work?
But I think it's weird, but it's like, it's so specific to stand-up and live performance, you know? Because no other art, and I do think comedy is at least partially an art, but no other art gets heckled. Like, you couldn't be painting a landscape and someone comes over and just yells, do SpongeBob! And they want that as the picture, and you've just got to accommodate that halfway through your landscape. That doesn't exist. That's why it throws it off.
No one fucking goes on to Broadway to watch Cats and heckles. I can watch this on my phone.
Boo.
What the fuck?
McCavity's not that way. Fuck this. I know one of the names of the cats in Cats.
I've never actually seen Cats.
McCavity. He was the one that was never there.
I can't believe there's actually a show just dedicated around cats.
What? You mean YouTube?
Oh, you're talking about... I meant the actual Broadway show Cats.
Oh, I meant the Broadway show Cats, but I meant YouTube.
I've seen lots of comedy shows here, and sometimes the comedian can come up with such brilliant ways to respond and shut the hecklers up that I think it's like...
Sometimes it's good.
It can be really good.
Yeah, it can be magical.
But yeah, usually it does distract and ruin the show for other people around.
But the idea, the ego and the ignorance that it takes to think that you're the reason why a show is better.
It also depends on what level of comic you are, because if you're a professional, you're used to it. But if you're like someone who's 6 months into it and they're like, hey, these are my jokes, it's like a little girl's like on her bike and just barely making it on 2 wheels for the first time, and then you just come over and kick her over and go, boom, bitch, and just take her out, you know? That's the different level, because you can take it, you can handle it.
Yeah.
But if it was like, I'm brand new, it'd be just punching a little kid in the face.
Oh,
Become an adult.
I got some terrible heckle stories that completely my fucking fault.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the worst, when I did one of my first sets, I was 19, and I wanted to be like Bill Hicks, like really socially relevant and angry. So I had this bit on AIDS, and it was about how AIDS started. And there's two ridiculous theories. This is how the joke kind of went at the time. There's two theories that AIDS was created to kill off gay people.
Okay.
And the other one was that a black guy had sex with a monkey in the woods, and then that was the spread of AIDS. Those are the two ridiculous theories that hold no ground in fact. But
I don't know.
They're fairly common known, like, fables,
I don't know.
guess.
That's weird to me. Why would you create AIDS to kill gay people? Because AIDS can kill everyone. It's like we created bullets just for fags. And we're like, no, you can kill everyone with bullets.
Well, that was part of the joke, was the two scientists, like a scientist going, I did it! I figured out a way to kill all the gays. I call it AIDS. So I'll give it, it's a sexually I'll give it to one gay man, and that'll kill all the rest eventually.
Assuming they all sleep with each other, yeah.
You know, some gay guys have sex with women. Like, what? What? What are you talking about?
The chimpanzee one is even weirder.
That's a strange one.
That's weirder.
Because if that was the case, we'd all have AIDS.
Because I got to be honest with you, I'm in my brain right now, I'm thinking about two men having aggressive anal sex, right? Now, they get a Congo line of gay men with their dicks inside each other's butts that all connects in a circle, and I'm more comfortable with that than thinking of someone like just having plain missionary sex with a chimpanzee. Just think about lying on top of a chimp.
Oh, don't think it's that easy when you're fucking a chimp.
Do you know they can rip your face off?
Yeah, that's
consensual sex. That fucking chimp was like, you know you want it. You know what I mean? Like
that chimp is sedated.
He's probably flirting,
That chimp
dude.
got roofied.
Oh.
For sure.
Oh, you can't roofie a chimp, can you?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if roofies actually work.
I don't even know what to think about roofing a chimp for sex. I mean, I know it started off rough with babies and microwaves, but that bothers me. That level bothers me. Whereas you're just out there in the jungle, and then someone, like, puts out, you eat something, you just wake up, and there's a fat man be like, yeah, you like it, right? And you're like, oh, God. This is horrible.
Just put a banana by your dick.
Why don't you do it to a lion?
Come on, chimp.
Do it to a lion. That'd be awesome.
Oh, Jesus. But here's the thing about people who fuck animals is there's got to be like a 6 degrees of bestiality. Where I think
6 degrees of bestiality.
Yeah, where we've all fucked someone who's fucked somebody else, who fucked somebody in Mexico, who did fuck some sort of small mammal.
You mean like at some point you're like, I know you, and you know that guy, and he knows that guy, and he knows a guy who fucked a parrot once.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all 6 fucks away from fucking an animal.
I said no. I said no.
Where would it learn to say no from?
No, you did put it in my beak. Put it in my beak. Oh my God. Come on, my feathers. Oh, that'd be. I'm already here. That's fine. I'm fine with raping birds.
Well, they're soulless animals. They
can fly.
So
look, if you can rape a bird, that bird can fly away. It wants it.
So here's the end of that heckle story. Real quick. So this is the kind of bit I'm doing, but I'm young. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So no one's listening. So I'm walking on people's tables, just screaming my act. Just like AIDS, gay people, black people, but no one's really hearing what I'm saying. I don't really know what I'm saying either. I'm fucking 19. I'm a moron. And so they pull me off stage. Everyone's so fucking angry.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the host goes back on, and there's this bunch of guys playing pool, and they're visibly upset. And the host goes, "You guys okay?" And I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. And so, just out of a mix of fear and curiosity and bullshit ego, I stayed behind to wait after the show to try to defend my bullshit act.
Oh my God.
They never came over, thankfully, but they would have ruined my life.
But my act is an art.
Yeah, it was all that bullshit at the time. This really says something about what's happening now in society.
I used to always say, if I were a wrestler, I would name myself AIDS and then go, because no one beats AIDS. That one I liked. But I don't do it anymore because it's too simple.
I had a joke about the kind of dildos women fuck, because I don't think they want to fuck guys. Because if you've seen the dildos they buy, they don't look like dicks anymore.
Yeah.
Right? It's like they always got hooks and shit on them and extra pieces. So it's like women don't want to fuck men, they want to fuck dinosaur feet.
Have you guys noticed how way relaxed? Like, go to the condom aisle in, like, Shoppers, and it used to be just like, here's condoms. And now they're just a plethora of fucking vaginal fucking sex toys and, like, butt plugs. This is Shoppers Drug Mart, and they're like, yeah, here's the power butt. And this one's the jackrabbit with the giraffe neck. And
women
it's just
can get that
all
fucking...
just out there. It used to be like you can get that at a sex shop. Now Shoppers is getting in on the game, and so is Loblaws. That's fucked.
I love it.
That's
I love
fucking weird.
That's the way it should be.
Well, you can show.
Put sex right out in the open.
I'm gonna get a 24-pack of toilet paper, and then I'm gonna get this fucking weird sex toy, all in the same superstore. That's fucked. That's weird to visit a Sobeys for sex stores. That's fucking
Women can
weird.
get those fucking vibrators now that just it looks like one of those fucking things from Peter Pan. You just put on the end of your finger.
Oh, those, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a vibrator so they can fucking secretly jack off in public. That is awesome. They can just be under the table at a dinner. It's like, this dinner sucks. I'm so fucking bored.
Is that something that would
And then
appeal
just
to the
diddly old
ladies, though?
clit.
What?
The ladies aren't looking for a discreet jack sesh. You know, they're not. That's
discreet jack sesh.
That's not what every girl I'm talking to is interested.
But I'm saying they designed the fucking vibrator
No,
for it. It's
that.
there.
Like, for a dude, if you could have a device where you can jack off, no one knows it right now, but I am jacking off. I'd be doing it right now. But no,
all
chick,
the time.
No, chick
but
wants
you would
that.
know because number
Lots
one,
of chicks want that.
That was designed by a dude thinking
You'd
like
see
a
that
dude.
you had a fucking chubby, and then you'd see this weird pneumatic thing pumping your chub.
Well, it could go down and like by
the women,
jeans.
it's like the whole thing. If it's just internal, like, is this remote? Like, is it like Bluetooth or some shit? Like,
What,
how
the
does
little
this work?
The thing? No,
Yeah.
it's got a little fucking motor in it. Like it's a tiny.
No, but I
little-
mean, like, do they just put it in, and then you're like, this just goes for hours? Because you couldn't be sitting there eating dinner like it's not happening. Like, you'd have to text yourself or something like, make me come, send, or whatever. And then that fucking autocorrect shit would have been hilarious.
No, it sits on your finger. There's a little on button on your fucking finger.
Oh, it's on your finger.
It's
Oh,
on
it's
your,
on your
yeah, it
finger?
stays on your finger. Then
So
you
you're
just fucking
walking
dip
around
down.
with a button on your finger, and people aren't going to be like, what the fuck's with that
It
button?
doesn't stay on your finger. You put it in your purse. You pull it out.
Oh, you gotta, you know, like those electric hand things where you're like, bzzz, and you shake a guy's hand?
You could
should
use one of
do it
those
that
too,
way.
yeah.
Just shake people's hands, and every time you're coming, it's like the reverse.
Right.
Like you shake the hand, and that'd be awesome. every handshake is you having sex with me. That's fucking awesome.
I love that sex shops exist. I think that's a brilliant fucking thing. Just because it's full of all this stuff. And what that says to me is that us as people have had so much sex that fucking's not good enough anymore. Now here's a place where you can go get all the extra things you now need.
I think you
that's
get
a
bored.
niche. It's a niche market of people.
You know
It's
what?
not niche. Why do you
Nah,
think?
I don't know. You know what I want, though? I want sex stores to fucking step off the head shop territory. If I walk into a sex store, I want to see dildos. I don't want to see bongs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm there for dildos and weird fetish stuff where people look like chicks but they have dicks. I don't want to see some fucking gas mask attire thing you can put on to get high. I think you're stealing head shop business. Or they should make a warehouse where it's all
Have
just
you heard the new law in
debaucherous shit.
California?
What?
Have you heard the new law in California they're trying to pass for pornography?
What is it?
You have to wear fucking goggles and gloves
What?
in a porn.
Oh, because of the transmission?
Yeah, because you'll get fluids and everything.
Could you imagine how awesome porn would be if you had to wear, like, imagine all the plot setups. Like, I wish I could play for these swimming lessons.
Well,
There's got to be a reason to wear goggles.
yeah.
Full face shield.
They could do like a Breaking Bad thing. for
Hey,
one
let's
movie.
go scuba fucking. Oops. Oh, my God.
We are two people welding together.
Oh, there's got to be.
Just welding.
There has to be one called, like, Blowfish, and it's just a guy with goggles on having fucking fish suck his dick consensually. They get paid.
It's so... Take all...
Is it to
I don't know.
California we have to wear condoms too during sex?
Yeah, you do have to wear condoms.
That's weird, man.
Well,
it's weird because that's not a lot. You don't see that in a lot of the
But
porns
you
you
can't
watch.
you can't enjoy
that's
watching
just the
porn
goddamn liberal media shoving themselves down the throats of the conservative porn people.
Yeah, call me old-fashioned, but I want to see a bareback orgy. You know, I don't want this condom shit. Call me a
I
conservative.
want someone to have anal sex on the day they lose their virginity,
Yeah.
and I don't want to hear otherwise.
Right.
I love that Christian girls do that.
No
Fuck,
background
that's-
checks.
I want to believe that that girl went into an audition and had sex with the guy, and there
Right.
was never a job, and
Right.
then she's everywhere on the internet and doesn't fucking know for some reason. I want to believe it.
I love that in porn now you can just see money being exchanged.
You know what the dumbest thing is? I watched one of those. If you watch porn, you've seen Casting Couch, where it's just like, this girl came in for a job interview to fuck, and then we fucked her, and we didn't give her a job. We got her. But I saw one of those girls in another porn, and I was like, she got the job!
No.
You're following their careers now.
I'm not intending to, but it's, whatever. It's RedTube or whatever the fuck I'm
Emailing her,
looking
have you
at.
gotten a raise yet? You deserve a
ever search
raise.
by name? That's a weird thing that dudes get into. They
I search by name.
You search by, like a specific porn
Yeah,
actress?
they'll go, yeah, Candy.
Yeah.
Apple, she's the hottest.
You've never watched porn before, have you?
I haven't watched it by name.
Know
I
what
watch
it's
a
called?
different video every time. It's like lightning.
I don't
Yeah.
understand who pays for it.
I don't think that industry can survive without people wanting a specific porn star and paying for that
No.
specific porn star. Because, otherwise, it's just free everywhere.
As long as there's
It's free.
webcams, there will be porn,
As soon as you could do it online, as soon as, two people could just fucking throw it up
Right.
and put it online for free, like a YouTube for porn, that industry's gone, There's not a lot of good quality stuff out there.
Do you know
the
porn's-
lighting's always bad.
Do you know porn's the reason why VHS beat out Beta? And the same
Yeah.
reason Blu-ray beat out, what is it,
Whatever
DVD?
porn. Also, streaming video was largely funded by the billion-dollar porn industry. So
It's amazing how much money they make just by other people watching people fuck.
It's true. It was
That's
very-
so awesome. Such a simple goddamn thing.
And Doritos and Cheetos were able to expand into other flavors because of potheads. We all do our own thing.
It's gonna sound weird. I haven't searched porn by the lady's name, but I have searched the guy. I've wanted to see some Ron Jeremy stuff. I want to see
Oh
what he
my
was all
God.
about. That guy's got quite the tongue.
Yeah, that's what he's known for.
Is it his tongue? I thought it was his dick.
I'll be honest with you. I've stumbled across online Ron Jeremy porn, and I think the nickname Hedgehog is very apropos.
He's gross looking.
He got his name in
looks
porn.
He looks like a beanbag chair with mold on it that's humping a girl's crotch, and the girl is pretending to love it the entire. This is the best.
Well, dude, man, he's a
that
legend.
good.
He's a
He's
porn
that
legend.
good.
He's
I
been in
know.
the game forever. He's got.
I get
You
that he's
bow
a
down
legend.
to the king. He's the godfather of porn.
Could
That guy
that
got his name in porn, by the way, for sucking his own dick.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
That's
got
how.
his
That's how
own
he broke
goddamn.
onto the scene.
And now I guarantee you, he couldn't put his head between his legs on an airplane crash.
Oh, there's no
I guarantee you
fucking
he
way.
couldn't.
Of course not. They would
teeth
probably
would be gone.
identify him by the
By the
giant
dick.
dick
Yeah.
Yeah.
sitting by the plane crash.
Look at this charred Polish sausage. What else you got for videos? You got any more videos?
I got two. We're gonna close out on one. We're not gonna play that because it's
You got any more autocorrect in there?
yeah. There's
Don't
more
bring
autocorrect.
up autocorrect. Autocorrect
That is a-
split this room in half.
I'm still so fucking angry right now.
You can't
Like we're
be
talking,
angry.
we're
No, that
talking
was-
right now in the back of my brain. I was just like,
You know, that was like Arsenio, where he gives the other guy the mic. It's like, go for it, man. And then you came back and you Arsenio'd it, man. You defended
I
it.
never watched Arsenio, not once in
Really?
my life. Never.
No?
No.
Buddy, he has some great clips. He
Classic
took on his
clips.
entire audience. Well, not his entire audience, but he had these gay activists
Right.
screaming at him in his audience, being like, "Fuck you! You're not putting gay people on your show."
Yeah.
And so he just said, "It's awesome." He's like, "Go fuck yourself," and then immediately came on and started yelling at these fucking people.
I
in
did
his
see that
audience.
clip. That was awesome.
It's great, and he's like, "Here's the thing: a lot of the people on my show are gay. They don't want you to know, and I'm not gonna fucking tell you." It's awesome. He fucking goes off, dude. It's great.
He's got a
I
new
love
show.
it.
He's on Omni.
Because he's usually he kind of is in that school of I don't know why black dudes do this, but they dress up as black women in in every movie, like Martin Lawrence movies and stuff like that, or the Clumps, all that shit. But
White chicks.
He's like that kind of entertainer. He's like, whoa, that's wacky. And then, man, you saw the black dude come out of him real fast when that shit started happening. He's like, you could totally see him being like, I'm the police. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. You know, I could fucking hear that shit coming out of his mouth. What are you watching, though?
We've got.
I had a 5-0 in the hood prank video to play, but
You had a what?
it's called 5-0 in the hood.
Let's do it, man.
Check this out.
All right.
Hey, bro, you got any green?
Yeah. What you looking for?
You got green?
What you trying to get?
Some green, maybe some rock?
Yeah, I'm gonna call my man. To help me meet us up here.
You serious?
Yeah.
10-4, 5-0. We got. Hey, stop! Hey!
He's not even trying to catch him.
You got some
He's
flakes?
not really a cop, right?
I know.
Who's the boy? Hey, chill out, chill out. No, I'm just asking for flakes. 10-4, all units is. Yo!
Yeah, this guy Vitale is
4,
pretty
10-4, we got
popular.
him. Right at 5-0, he's running. Purple's running. Stop! Hey!
No motherfuckers gonna get shot around this. Don't let that shit happen again, man.
Hey guys. What's up?
You guys got the good stuff?
I won't sell none of
Yayo.
Kush?
Too many questions now. You gotta get up out of here with that
We're just
shit.
looking
No,
for a
I'm
good
just
time.
looking for some Harry Kush. That's all, just Harry Kush.
Deep questions. Yeah, you asking too much.
Yo,
We get money around this
Fuck
Yo, we
outta
need
here
backup.
Some
now.
yayo.
Get
Some
the
yayo.
fuck out of here.
Send it
Get
back
the
up
fuck
right now.
out. You got to go. This is my shit. You got to go.
We're not the cops, not 5-0, nothing like that.
You Eric? Or Eric? Eric, you're not Eric?
No, I ain't no Eric around.
Bill told us to look for Eric right here, standing around here.
All right, what's up?
You got?
What's up?
I don't know. We're just looking for some, if you know, spark something up. He said Eric had the good stuff.
Y'all look like police, man.
Nah, you guys are crazy. Just, you guys have anything? I'm just trying to buy an eighth.
What you trying to get?
Just one low eighth. You got some purple?
Yeah, I got some purple.
We got him right here. We got him right here.
Shoe came off.
Into his house.
Oh, what a dumb fuck.
He's selling drugs outside of his house.
Hey guys, click the video to see another
Oh,
epic
man.
prank that I did with Roman Atwood.
You got it. That's fucking balls,
He's
too,
the
man.
one who did that, bro, do you even lift? Remember that?
Yeah.
He'd walk up to big meatheads in the gym and be like, bro, do you even lift? And they'd get so fucking angry at him.
You know what's
seem
fucked up
kinda
about that,
small,
though?
bro. What?
That shit could get dangerous really fast.
Oh, those guys tried to hit him. He walked up to a guy saying, hey, would you like a kiss? And he had a Hershey's kiss as the prank. And the guy's like, I'm gay! And just immediately started trying to fucking hit him.
Jesus.
Just lost his shit. It's fun. I
Yeah,
love
he was
that
also
guy's
that
shit.
guy Zombies in the Hood that was featured on Top.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Where they have fake zombies show up and all the black guys in the basketball court start climbing the fence because they can't get out. It's fucking awesome. And then the best one is when it's an entire group of black guys and they're all caught in this one area and then they just decide, fuck it, let's fight it. And they all start trying to beat up a zombie. It was awesome. That's great. Yo, okay, are we wrapping up on a video?
Yeah, fuck, I'll play this other one next week. Yeah, we can, what, a quarter after?
Let's wrap. Let's do
Nah,
that
nah.
video.
We got another 10, 15 minutes, dude.
Oh, I thought you were going to wrap on it now.
No. We're going to
Cool.
play, I got Drunk
Cool.
Guy Falling at the, we're going to close on that, though. We'll do the extra, and then we'll,
cool.
Just play that as the credits roll. What else do I got here for
I got
news?
a contact high. I almost drank my mic.
Here was something that was in the news that I forgot to bring up earlier. How do you think legal weed will affect booze sales?
Legal weed will affect booze. It'll probably, I don't know, dude. I already smoke when I'm drinking, and I know some people don't. They have to choose one or the other. But if
That's how I do it. I got to choose.
It's, hey, I won't change a fucking thing, because weed right now is, I mean, maybe it's not legal, but it's pretty goddamn accessible. And you just choose what high you want anyway.
Yeah.
Unless it's legislated legal weed, which, I mean, if you ever give the government any control of anything fun, they fucking ruin it. So you're going to have, like, the weakest strain fucking garbage shake weed ever. We'll have to buy full packs and smoke 3 to 4 cigarettes, and they'll be called pot cigarettes. I guarantee you, we're not going to be able to name them anything cool, like Sky High or something. It'll be like pot cigarette, and then there'll be a picture of a child failing a math test on the front being like, pot fucks up your brain and shit. They're going to take away all the fucking fun out of that thing.
Just
They're
a big,
going to show a
giant, fat
picture of
guy
an
on the
obese,
front.
yeah, huge fat
guy.
dude eating donuts being like, yo, if you get too high, your appetite's really ravenous. Like, just Skittles. Oh, Skittles needs to be able to put it in their candy.
Well, this has always been my thought on the legalization. They can't make shitty weed, 'cause if they make it, people just go back to how they used to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's simpler to grow than tobacco, way simpler to grow than tobacco.
But did you remember when they had a full vault? You remember this? It was like they converted some fucking underground bunker that they had in Ottawa into basically a vault to grow weed as a pilot project.
Flin Flon, Manitoba, and it was an underground mine under a lake.
Yeah, okay, cool.
A mine under a lake?
They lost like 3 crops before they shut it down. Like, how fucking bad do you have to be at growing pot that you can't find one pot? Like, right now, there's probably 4 people in this room that could fucking tell you how to grow it. The government lost every fucking crop. All of it. That's the government. They'll fuck up weed so bad.
By lost, you don't mean misplaced. 3 crops died.
They died. In one case, I guess there's a male and female strain, and they all became the strain that doesn't get you high.
Imagine the guy who actually misplaced 3 crops of pot.
You don't want a union worker growing your weed. You just don't.
No, they wouldn't get a union right away.
I think it would just be like alcohol prohibition when it was lifted. The market just takes care of that. So there's going to be like shitty weed companies. There's going to be like companies that provide top quality.
Prohibition was great though. Like in that time, even though booze was illegal.
Yeah.
The underground nightlife was fucking electric.
Right,
that was the best time to be a performer. That was the best time to get drunk because it was special and you weren't supposed to do it.
Right.
It'll change.
Well,
I think if weed was legal, it would change the nature of bums, because most of them I seen like in the Parliament area, like they're crazy, but they're all fucked up drunk. Like, I saw a dude pull his dick out just in the middle of the day and just start peeing while falling backwards into traffic while pissing on himself. If you're high, like if you can access weed easier and you're just high, I guarantee you're not fucking stumbling and peeing all over yourself. Not like total drunk does.
It's still like way cheaper to get blackout drunk.
You think so?
You can just buy a bottle of Listerine and then
I used to work at a grocery store. Yeah. And this homeless guy came in. He's like, this is 5 in the morning when I started. Right? So he came in and he's like, hey, where's your mouthwash?
Right.
So I'm like, I'll show it to you. So I take him there and I purposely grab a bottle of the non-alcoholic mouthwash.
Oh my God.
And so he takes it, pays for it,
Oh,
leaves.
Oh.
I'm standing. He comes back 15 minutes later with the receipt, returns it, gets the alcohol mouthwash.
Oh,
At least he's
man.
good with paperwork.
How fucking awesome is that he kept the receipt? This isn't the first time he's been fucked by a guy like me.
That's great.
It's hysterical.
I kind of like that this guy is a savvy shopper.
Me too.
Is he come in with a coupon like he's going to get a deal? Like,
grabs 8 mouthwashes.
Oh, I got my points card. I'm getting these for free.
You ever try to get drunk on mouthwash?
No, but I
hard,
guess
man.
I get. What, you tried?
Yeah, I tried it once.
What?
I gotta see it. It's like it's a boozy drink.
I've seen a
it's
guy.
minty.
I've seen a guy chugging mouthwash on Yonge Street, and I remember thinking that probably takes because the percentage of alcohol is pretty low.
Yeah, it takes a lot, and it just
you got to be
makes you feel
drinking
sick.
a lot of it.
Yeah, it makes you feel sick.
Yeah.
Really? Drinking
Yeah.
a pile of chemicals and coloring
Yeah, man.
would make you feel sick?
Yeah, you feel a bit bloated.
You can drink vanilla extract too.
How much mouthwash did you drink?
I got through like half of one bottle. I was like, I
That's
give
so
a fuck
gross,
this.
man.
Fuck
Were you
this.
doing shots or playing one of those drinking games? Like every time someone smiles in this movie, you got to take a shot.
No,
of
that's something I did when
mouthwash.
I was in high school on my own, just as an experiment. I
What?
used to do fucking experiments. I like doing shit like that.
Maybe that's why you're short.
No, I'm short because my parents are cousins.
Oh. Maybe mouthwash is the reason your parents are cousins, though.
That is...
They do call it the panty dropper.
You know how it was. Me and your mom were fucking getting banged up on mouthwash, right? And then we're like, one thing led to another. We're married having you. Baby in the microwave? Didn't have a microwave. We were poor. Dad can't light a fire.
I often
with
wonder
shit.
about... you ever wonder about your history? Because you're both pretty big guys compared
We're
to me
big
anyway.
guys.
But you ever think about
average,
your
yeah.
history? You think of a place like 200 years ago. You think of a place like Deadwood.
Oh.
You know, you think about these violent places that existed in the world. You're like, how did all my relatives are my height, like they're my size, tiny guys. It's like, how did they fucking survive?
They just got their shit pushed in, man.
Like, I'm living in the cushiest.
That's like it.
Thanks for that answer. That
You
I've
don't
been
even have to
looking
go
for my
back
whole
like
life.
You don't even have to go back
No,
200 years,
but
but just
like,
like 50 years.
Basically, if you look at history, every knight needs a page. So, like, you would have been there with the sword being like, here's your sword, sir, you know? But we always need a guy to like, you know, make messages go to other knights like, fuck you, I'm going to kick your ass, and you have to show up. That's where killing the messenger came from, because you guys were messengers.
But that's what I'm saying.
Easily killed.
How does my lineage survive being so small and also loud?
Because you can't be a king without having at least 100 short guys who are terrified all the time. You know, you need that. You would have lived just so that you could feel good about himself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause it's
royalty
so
was
easy to kill
fundamentally
me.
retarded back then, too. Did you know they used to breed them with each other because that was their lineage?
Who,
they would like
kings?
royalty, like actual
it's fucked
royalty.
up.
They'd breed them with themselves until they were all fucked up. They also used to put crowns on their head that was right around their head so they'd grow into them. But what would happen is it'd grow in and press against their brain, and they'd just be like, I like potatoes, and that's your fucking king now.
The fucking Spanish king, they inbreeded so much, and they liked big chin, so they'd breed a big chin with a big chin.
Jesus.
Yeah. So by the end of that lineage, you have these guys who can't eat food. Like, their chins are so fucking monstrous.
That's like breeding dogs to the point they're like, you know, one of those dogs that looks like a pile of wax wrinkles just falling off their face.
Oh, like a bulldog. Like, their face just crushed in. They can't breathe.
I don't know who is like, I want a dog that looks like it's being kicked in the face always. That's what that dog looks like.
Choking on its own cheeks.
Or that hot dog where, like, you know, the wiener dogs, and like where it's dragging its belly on the ground looking just sad as shit day in, day out. That's not fair.
If you buy one of those British bulldogs, they come, like, when you buy it, they go, you're going to have to also spend probably an additional $5,000 on medical bills over its
health
lifetime.
Issues. Yeah.
Because immediately they
You know what dog is stupid as fuck, but people think smart? Dalmatians. They're so inbred to get that coat, that color. That they're fucked up. They're afraid of fast movements, sudden changes in temperature, you know.
Maybe that's why they don't care about fire.
Look at the fire.
They have vicious tempers. They have vicious tempers, too. Do not try to show a Dalmatian a video he can see on his phone. Do not do that. He will eat your face off.
I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
On the streetcar today, there was a guy with this tiny little white dog, and people kept trying to pet it, and he kept having to tell people it was a rescue dog because every time you put your hand out towards it, it would be like, ah, and he'd want to bite the hand. But I was like, you shouldn't bring this on the streetcar where this dog is just constantly in proximity to new people who are just going to keep walking and going, what a cute Jesus. Okay, what is this? And like, I'm like, just put it in the basement or something. I don't know. Microwave.
My grandmother used to rescue dogs all the fucking time. And her thing was she lived in a bachelor that was a basement, and she chain smoked and played bingo. So she'd rescue these dogs, and they'd sit in the corner and just slowly turn brown.
Jesus.
Over the course. And she loved them. I'll give it to her. She loved them, but they'd die. And then so she'd bring them to me, and she'd ask me because I lived out on the farm. So she saw me bury my childhood dog.
Yeah.
He's good at this.
Yeah. So she saw me, and I'm bawling, fucking burying a dog. And she's sitting there like, look at the back on this kid, just digging a hole. So then she'd fucking call me like every 3 weeks, like I have a dead dog.
Wow.
And so she'd pay me $20 to
good,
bury them
$20.
in this weird this pet cemetery I now had in my backyard.
My aunt, in the span of 6 months, got 3 kittens that all died. And then the guy that she was with, they were engaged at the time, and she went, let's get another kitten. He was like, nah, I don't think you're good with kittens, and also kids probably isn't a thing we should do. And the worst part is it was in the middle of the winter, so she couldn't dig a hole and just get rid of it, so they were in her fucking freezer for months.
Jesus,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, right by the ice cubes.
I went to go adopt a cat, and I'm sitting there.
Oh, that's the only time you would need to microwave a cat. To thaw it out and bury it? Come on.
Why would you need to thaw it out?
I don't know.
So you get its little paws over its chest.
It's longer. You want to fold it in half. You can cut it.
I got to put it in its little kitty suit.
Make a stew, a casserole, a cat casserole.
I go to adopt this cat, and if you don't do it, there's 1 week in a year where the Humane Society just throws away cats.
Yeah.
It's like, free cats, everyone take a cat. But if you're doing it any other time, there's an interview, you got to sit down, you got to come back with if you have a roommate. It's a big thing. So I'm sitting there across, this girl sits down, and she's like, how much money do you make? Like, they don't even, if you want a kid, you can just have a fucking kid.
Yeah.
You just plant your seed, and you got a kid. But to get a cat, they need a financial record.
That's like the Humane Society is going to somewhere reputable, like if you go to PetSmart.
And fuck them. They got cats in the rafters. Fuck you.
If you go to PetSmart, though, they literally will ask you, "Are you sure?" And you go, "Yeah," and then you just have a cat now. Like there's no checks and balances there at all.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you, by the way, they'll be like, "By the way, this cat and every cat we have is sick. So you still want it? Yeah." You just get it. You can $50.
I'm sitting across the table from this interviewer, and there's a poster of a guy up on the wall right between us. And she's like, "This guy here, he can't adopt pets anymore because he takes them home and fucks them." She didn't say fuck. He sodomizes cats. And then she goes, "Do you know this guy?"
Do you
like,
know this guy?
Yeah. I was like, "No, I don't fucking know this. Even if I knew the
Jesus
guy, I
Christ.
would not admit to knowing that guy."
Do you know? Yeah, that's Bob. Oh, wait. He said he wanted to borrow my cat if I got one.
If any of my friends was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking a cat," I'd be like, "You're not my friend. We are now not friends."
I'm assuming that he wouldn't tell you. You know, he wouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm fucking cats on the weekend."
A friend doesn't
also,
let you get
how
to
the
cat
fuck did they
fucking.
find out? How did they find out?
Walking
Like,
by
did he start
accident?
coming in looking for certain body types? Like, I like a cat with a nice big round ass. You know, like, what, was he looking for something?
Yeah, probably because he was coming back every couple of weeks. Because when you fuck a cat, that cat's dead.
Do you have any cats
That's
with
not a cat that's living through it and having.
any cats with no fangs and a want to suck dick? You have that? Any of that?
I need it declawed, de-toothed, de-meowed if you could. I hate when they make
How many
noise.
cats with a hole cut in the side I could fuck? Anything like that?
I like cats, man. Come on, that's fucked.
That guy has no friends. That guy just has no
I like you
friends.
jumped in with I like
Hey,
cats.
Hunter Collins, everybody.
Everyone likes cats.
Yeah, that guy has no friends because a friend wouldn't let you get to cat fucking.
Yeah, your friend
Well
would stop
before
you
that, a
way
friend's
before,
like, "We're
yeah.
gonna get you a palm pussy. We're gonna do something."
One of those vibrating things.
Yeah. Palm pussy to replace the real pussy.
Just something. You take them out and get them drunk. Get them a hooker. Jesus, that's what friends do.
I don't know. I think you might have just figured out where AIDS comes from. You know, because I
Cat.
could see a cat having forced
PetSmart?
sex with a man, and then a cat would totally have game to get an ape. You know. You ever seen that thing where the chimp made a frog suck its dick?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's one of the first videos I ever played on this show.
That's
when
fucking
we
awesome.
started.
It's awesome because it's true.
It's that one, and I like what makes me laugh is the chimp pissing in his own mouth.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. We're fucking done.
All right.
David, where are you going to be this week? Where are you performing next?
I'm going to be hanging around. I'm going back home to Halifax. I'm going to be doing yucks there for a weekend when I'm there, so that'll be fun. And otherwise, just jerking around. I'm going to be here on next Thursday, December 12th, for the Eggnog Fiasco. Looking forward to that.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Nice.
I'm going to get Hunter up here to pitch that. It's going to be a great show. Dom Paré, where the fuck are you going to be?
I will be at the Boston Pizza in Coburg. Doing what I do best, which is watching my dream die slowly in Boston pizzas.
I haven't done that Boston Pizza gig in so long.
It's a brutal one.
Is that the one with the stage is 4 feet high?
I don't care. I just really care about Boston Pizza's new pizza burger coming out this Wednesday.
You have to
Fucking,
say
I watched
that?
a short, really fat comic. I won't say his name, but the stage there is like 3.5, 4 feet, and he couldn't pull himself onto it.
What?
So they had to get him a chair. So he stepped onto the chair and then rolled onto the stage.
Wow.
And then had to start his show.
Ryan?
I'm not telling you who it is, man.
Poor Ryan.
Ryan. All right, so
Okay, Trevor Ryan.
It's not Ryan. I'll tell you who it is after. It'll make it so much more sad.
Kingsley Horwood.
All right, so I'm going to be in Hammertown this weekend.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I just did it this weekend. Had 4 shows. Each one of them had a heckler.
Each one, eh?
Yeah, every single one.
Jesus.
There was the guy yelling out drunk shit. Then there was the girl who was drunk and made her boyfriend try to fight people. Then we had a lady with no teeth who would just yell out randomly she was raped and that her sister was dead.
Jesus
And then we had a
Christ.
group of contractors who just wanted everything to be about dicks and hitting their wives. And it was...
I can relate to that a bit.
It was fun. Hammer's a good time. Try the wings. Really good wings.
It's not close to a Hooters anymore, is it?
No, it's attached to a bar called Anchor Bar, which
All
is
right.
known for wings. And I highly recommend the wings.
Cool.
Good wings. Welcome to Mark Breslin's Wings.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there, and then on Friday I'm going to be taping a No Kidding special.
Oh,
For
cool.
iChannel, which will be a lot of fun. You want to go to that? Tickets are free down at the Lower Usden Theater. It's going to be a lot of fun. That is our show. I hope you enjoyed the CK POTcast this week. You guys have been a fantastic crowd. We're going to leave you off with, I hope Drunk Guy Falling. It's one of my favorite fucking videos.
What's that?
Oh, if you stick
Drunk
around.
Guy Falling? Oh, him,
yeah. Just trying to buy beer at the convenience store. It's one of my favorites. It's so fucking hilarious. All right, so what's going on this week? Every Monday it's the CK POTcast. Every Tuesday, the Marijuana Zone. And tomorrow he's got that cop on who got busted for marijuana. Really shitty, but that's going to be a great interview. Every Wednesday, we got Weedy Wednesdays stand-up comedy show with host Brian O'Gorman. Every Thursdays, it's Third Class Thursdays with Hunter Collins, everybody, who next week is doing his annual Nog fiasco where he just drinks a retarded amount of eggnog.
Until you throw up?
Nah, he's pretty good.
Wow.
But you just watch him degrade into just pure awfulness. Just so drunk by the end of the show. And then every Sunday we got Stoner Sundays with host Mike Reed, everybody. That is our show. Hope you had a good time. We'll leave you with a video. Good night. Bye,
Thank
people
you.
at home.
You're the best.
Bye.